Do you take an oath? Ooh, I didn't know what was coming. I didn't know. I said, well, of course I take an oath. Every police officer takes an oath. And he says, Sonny, can you tell me what was in that oath? And I thought, this is strange questions. Never been asked these things before. And I said, well, let me think. Now, I took it when I was in the military, and my police oath was very much the same. It said something about, I swear to protect the Constitution of the United States, defend it from all enemies, foreign and domestic. I swear to protect the rights and the liberties of the people, their person, and their property. Something like that. And he said, Sonny? I said, yes, sir. He says, one more question. And I said, yes, sir. What's the question? I thought, now he's getting down to business. What's your question? And he says, do you know the law? And I said, I'm thinking to myself, what's wrong with this? Am I missing something here? I said, sir, I just talked about the law for an hour. I said, now see, I knew he's sleeping. I said, I think I know the law. No one knows all the law because it's changing all the time. I said, but ask your question. What's your question? He says, so you know the law? And I said, yeah, sir. Give me your question. What do you want to know? And he says, what's the Sixth Amendment to the Bill of Rights? Ooh, I thought for a minute. I had no idea. I had no idea why he was asking such a stupid question. And he says, I said, sir, I don't know. He says, what's the Eighth Amendment to the Bill of Rights? And I'm an Irishman, you see. And when I start getting embarrassed, my face gets red, I mean really red, and I start sweating. And I started feeling this flush coming over my face. I had these people eating out of the palm of my hand. I mean, it had gone good for an hour, see? And who is this guy? Sir, I don't know what the Eighth Amendment to whatever you said. I don't know what you're talking about. He says, what's the 10th Amendment to the Bill of Rights? What's the 4th Amendment to the Bill of Rights? What's the 5th Amendment to the Bill of Rights? Now, I knew that I had the 4th and 5th Amendment in the police academy, but I couldn't think of what they were. I was too embarrassed. I was too rattled. And I said, sir, stop. I said, I don't have the answers to your questions. I said, ask me something about what I was talking about tonight. What is with this guy? And then he gave me the coup de grace. He was waiting for this. This was where he was going the whole time. Oh, yeah. He said to me, Sonny, how can you protect my rights and my liberties and the Constitution if you don't even know what they are? How would you have felt? I was destroyed.